first, this video was brought to you by the Manscaped.com Performance Package Kit. Now listen, I know you watch these one-tip videos to polish your gameplay, so you can also polish your Dragon Blade with the Lawnmower 4.0. This waterproof cordless trimmer has advanced skin-safe technology and an LED light to help you navigate your jingle balls. Of course, you can't forget the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner Spray. You've also got the Weed Whacker Nose and Ear Hair Trimmer and the Shears 2.0 Luxury 6-piece stainless steel nail kit. Manscaped's performance package is always a top gift for every holiday season, so they're also tacking on the Shed Travel Bag and the Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs, so it's like a gift on top of a gift.
So, be the best gift giver and go to manscaped.com and use my promo code KarQ20 to get 20% off plus free international shipping. We know Overwatch 2 is delayed, no more new heroes until it releases, so these updated tip videos should be relevant until the new game drops. So today, let's do Zenyatta.
Hey, my name is UltraViolet. I won contenders many times on American Tornado, Redbird Esports, and now I'm playing Flex Sport for the Atlanta Reign.
So let's start off with a general tip.
One general tip that everyone should utilize is canceling their reload animation with Harmony or Discord Orb. It's really easy to time just by using the ability when Zen claps his hands together during his reload animation.
And with that, let's get it started.
D.Va is never a character you want to find yourself in a one-on-one with because she can kill you a lot faster than you can kill her. Generally, try to avoid duels with her and shoot her with the help of your team. Also, try to look the sniper as she's trying to remech with a 5-orb. When playing into Orisa comps, make sure you're breaking down the shield for your team as you are one of the best support characters for the job. V at pull, charge some secondary fire orbs and release them at the top of the pull to manipulate your hitbox. Remember, Zen's hitbox changes during the secondary fire, so you can make it harder for you to get killed and it can open up a new angle momentarily. Zen is also great at tearing down the Rhine shield, and your Discord orb will stay on him even if he has the shield up as long as you keep line of sight. When the enemy Rhine has shatter, try to play near a wall or cover so that you can dodge his shatter and save everyone of train. You can also react to the shatter voice line if you're expecting it. Don't forget as well to block the pin with your Trank invulnerability. Although Hog can be a large threat on the other team when he has his hook cooldown up, he's also a great hero to farm your ult off. If you Discord him, you can see where he's going through the walls and rotate accordingly. A lot of people know that Trank is a pretty strong counter to Sigma's Flux, but you don't have to be in it to reach your team at the top of the Flux. This can let you save the Trank longer so your team can push with it after the Flux ends. Winston is a priority Discord target because he can be quickly killed when he has no jump if your team focuses him down. Also, discording his primal reduces his effective HP from 1000 to about 800 HP, so make sure you get that Discord on him quickly. In general, Winston is a pretty big threat to Zen, especially when he's nanoed or has another diver with him, so playing inside rooms to not get landed on and playing out of his bubble will help you survive. Ball is another one of your greatest threats. If you're ever caught alone by a ball, you're as good as dead. Try to stick with someone who can peel for you, like a Brig or Cassidy. Zenyatta's ultimate is also a strong counter to his minefield, as you can heal your teammates up and clear the mines with your own vulnerability. Many of you probably know a good Tranquility is at countering Grav, but something you might not realize is that it actually has a larger range than Grav. This is useful because you can heal people who are low outside of the Grav as long as you stop instinctively running into the Grav and stay outside of it. Against Ashe, the best way to deal with her is by peeking from an angle she's not expecting with a 5-orb. If she sends Bob, Discord him immediately and burn him down. It will only take 10 headshots to kill him, or less because your teammates will be helping. Against Bastion, it's usually best to break the shield for your team and let someone else like a Echo or D.Va deal with him. Sometimes though, if your team isn't getting the job done, you can take an off angle and fire 5 orbs at him since he is completely immobile in his turret form. Cassidy is one of the best heroes at close range with his flash fan combo, so try to poke him out from long ranges where his fall off increases. If you do have to fight him at close range though, try to abuse cover in Discord wall hacks and be careful of his flash thing. Another useful tech is using Trank to block High Noon. I wouldn't recommend popping the ult just for that, but it is possible and can be pretty useful. Doomfist is easily the worst matchup for Zen since you have no movement ability to get away from him and no sense to stop him in his tracks. It is possible to play Zen against him if you're staying with your Brig or D.Va, but usually in ranked I just swap up Zen to something like Baptiste if I'm getting no help. Additionally, you can use the invulnerability and Trank to save your teammates from his punch. With Zen's large and round hitbox, a good Echo can kill you before you have a chance to fight back, especially if she gets close. What I like to do is make sure I'm aware of where she is and discording and firing at her. You can force her to back out for healing this way, and you can even orb someone else on your team, like your own Echo, so they can help you force her out. Echo's ultimate animation has brief moments when transforming, where she stands still. This is the best time to fire your orbs at her. The Genji 1v1 is a skill matchup. Getting him low before he dashes on you will greatly increase your chances of survival. Once he gets close to you, make sure you're abusing the wall hacks Discord Orb gives you. Remember to use melees as well, since it does almost as much damage as a body shot and can't be deflected. Trank is also a strong counter to Dragon Blade, but two things you should always do when they blade is discord the Genji before ulting, and if possible, try to save the Trank for or after their dash. In many cases, a Genji might not know you have Trank, or they might just be trying to bait it out by just ulting and not committing. Unlike the other two snipers, Hanzo's a projectile hero, so your chances are a little better against him at long range, because you can jiggle peek with your Discord wall hacks, and even wait for him to fire his arrow before peeking if you want to be extra safe. Just be careful of Sonic Era. Close range battles are scary, especially when he has Storm Arrow, because your large hitbox and the low travel time of his arrows will make you much easier to hit. Also, remember to Trank the Dragon Strike if you or other teammates are caught in it. Junkrat's one-shot combo with his concussion mine can be scary for Zen, so most of the time it's best to avoid taking close range duels with him. Mid to long range, you have a large advantage in the duel. There's not really a lot to say about Mei. When she has her ice block, she has the advantage with her extra health, but after that, it's an aim 1v1. Just remember to Trank Blizzard and try to body block for your team. Something interesting is that Trank and Blizzard have the same radius, so you can heal everyone in the Blizzard by standing in the middle. Faunera is pretty difficult to deal with as a Zen. You don't want to waste too many shots trying to hit her out of the air, so just discord the Faunera when your DPSs are shooting Faunera. It's also pretty easy to kill her when she's barraging, since she's motionless, and if the Faunera ults too close to the ground, you can also use your Trank to make her self-destruct. Your hitbox is a dream for Reaper shotguns, so fighting him at close ranges will almost never work out for you. Try to keep your distance and poke him out with primary fire, and charge a 5 orb for when he's teleporting. This matchup is all about being hyper aware of his flanks. Soldier has the advantage in the 1v1, especially at long range. Try to burst him quickly before he can utilize his healing pack and take close range battles. Playing around cover is strong too, so you can duck behind it if you get low and use your Discord wall hacks. Although Visor isn't the most powerful, if he can get around your shields on a flank or high ground, you shouldn't hesitate to pop Trank to keep your teammates alive and push in. When playing Zen against Sombra, this is all about the mind game. You always need to be aware of when she has EMP, and decide whether she's uncloaking to bait out your Trank or if she's committing. Try to hide somewhere near your team so you can quickly heal them up, but far enough around a wall or cover, so that she has to choose between solo EMPing you or EMPing your entire team. Symmetra has a very limited range, so if you stay out of it, you can easily win the duel against her. Just be careful of using your Trank during her sim wall because it can block the healing off. Don't stand in between the line of the wall, because it won't heal both sides. It only heals the side where the center of your hero model is. Zen is one of the best heroes to break Torb turret, so make sure you're doing it to make life easier on your flankers. Torb's weapons are very similar to Zen, but he has more health, so be careful if he has his overload and abuse your Discord wall hacks. The Zen vs Tracer is a skill matchup, but if she catches you off guard, she has a large advantage. Try to be aware of where she is so you can rotate away from her. This will force her to use blinks to get closer to you and give you more time to react. Remember that if she gets too close, a headshot melee will instantly kill her before she has a chance to recall if she's discorded. Another tip is to also try to avoid secondary firing too often when you don't know where she is. This is because the animation for Zen's 5 orb puts the head in the center of his hitbox, which is really good for Tracer spread, making you easier to one-clip. A good Widow is pretty difficult to deal with, and going for a dry peek 5 orb against them is usually a quick way to go back to the spawn room. Try to play out of her line of sight and only go for 5 orbs from angles and places she's not expecting. Ana's nade is a strong counter to your Trank, so be careful of that. You can also block nade and sleep with your Trank invulnerability, but it's a little hard to do. Bat can be pretty hard to duel because of his immortality field and regenerative burst, and will generally win the 1v1 if he's not already low. The best thing you can do is poke him out from a distance since he has fall off, and not peek the window. Brig relies a lot on her shield for a kit, but it only has 250 HP. Breaking her shield removes the escape ability as well as the stun on her shield bash, making her a much easier kill for your team. Not much else to say here. Keep your distance and fire away. Lucio can be tricky to kill when he's wall riding and speeding around the map, so usually just keep your damage focused on the rest of the team. If he does get close though, you can kill him quickly with some well-placed shots. Additionally, Trank and Beat are some of the most impactful support ults, so if the other team uses Beat first, you can turn the fight by calling to push with your Trank when they have nothing to counter it. You can make Mercy a lot easier to kill for your flankers by discording her. Other than that, you can also look to 5 orb her when she's resurrecting. Since Moira has a pretty easy time hitting you with her biotic grasp, getting closer to make your orbs easier to hit will help you a ton in the 1v1. Other than that, remember her Fade cleanses Discord, so if you want to keep it on her, try to Discord her when she doesn't have it, or when she's using Cole. The Zen mirror is all skill based, getting Trank faster than the other Zen and pushing in. or if you both have Trank and using it second can greatly influence the outcome of the fight.
And that's it. Thank you, UltraViolet, for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for having me, KarQ. You can follow me on twitch.tv/ultravioletOW or my YouTube channel, where I have a couple of montages and clip dumps uploaded.